Hello, Dr. Hassan here. I would like to introduce you to the Integrated Holistic Living, which is a program that we created. The IHL, or Integrated Holistic Living, is the culmination of courses that we have been teaching for the past 15 years. These courses were all individual subjects, such as aquaponics, permaculture, natural medicine, diet, home management, organizing, parenting, and a lot of other topics, even gua sha, which is a special Chinese scraping technique. We saw a trend among the students that even though we got a lot of students on some of our courses, even some courses it was more than 900 participating online, though not offline. That would have demanded a huge place, though, of course. But we saw this trend that a lot of them did not get as much as they could out of these courses because of different reasons. Some of them was the fact that they didn't understand how to integrate the subject into their life, into their daily life. So because of that, it was difficult for them to apply it. And also because maybe some of them have personalities where they get easily distracted, or they have other things in their life that is too overwhelming to try and incorporate new things and new skills and knowledge into their life. So that's why we now have integrated all our subjects into one. Of course, there are some subjects that we didn't put into this program, such as permaculture and aquaponics, because it's not everybody who maybe need to apply that or want to apply that, but all the different subjects we have integrated into the whole program are all something that any adult would need in their life. Maybe some of them not at the moment, but later on as they go in their life. Basically, what we are doing is we are making sure that each student is able to improve themselves on different levels, as well as improve their motivation, discipline, and creativity. And it is a fact that it is not the strongest or even the most intelligent who survives in life, but rather it is the one who is the most adaptable. The most adaptable is the one who knows himself as best as he can, and also knows the world he's living in, meaning, of course, the his immediate surroundings. Every student will learn how to understand themselves first, and then how they can improve and choose what suits them best for the life they want to have. Applied psychology is a very important part of changing to be the best that we can be, even if it is just a small amount of time we spend on it compared to the rest of the studies, but still it might be the most important part. Because what is the point of having knowledge and skills that you can't apply in a practical way in your life? That's like having a hammer and nail on the shelf, and you will never actually be able to pick it up and hammering away, or whatever tool you might understand how to use. As part of the IHL, you learn how to plan your life, you learn how to achieve your goals, and you boost your energy and have time for the things that are truly important, and we give you those tools that you can use for the rest of your life. It is all based on science and our personal experiences from teaching. As a matter of fact, I've been teaching for more than 30 years in many different subjects, including martial arts, English language, science, philosophy and religion, and so many other things. And through those we have seen, especially for the past 10-15 years where we have been teaching online as well, that there are always some shortcomings in the method or in the options for the students. So we will give you those tools that you can use for the rest of your life. It is all based on the science and experience, and some of the steps that we are making sure that you go through in the process of learning, and this is about a 2-year program. The step 1 is your integrated holistic life. You sign up, obviously, and you get crystal clear on your purpose. And if you don't already have that clarity on what purpose you have, we will help you on how to get clear about it. And as well as your value, your intention, and your vision for the life that you want to lead. You will discover how to focus on what is important, cut the noise, of course, noise in that sense, because there's a lot of things that are not necessarily actual noise, but things that are just distractions that really is better if we can block it out. And of course, to elevate your priorities in your life. Plus, you gain tools that can help you to achieve your goals in the simplest, most direct way. And that is a very key issue for us, that we want to simplify things to make it easier to apply, because the more complex something are, the more difficult it is also to apply, obviously. The step 2 is our planner system. This planner system is not pre-printed. It's not like you can get some of those scheduling and planning books that you can buy online or in your bookstore, where you can see there is like a time schedule and there's all these different things that's already printed out where you just have to fill out. Actually, we prefer to to use a much better way and more simple way, in the fact that you learn how to create these things yourself, not by designing something online that you can print out and then put into a ring bind or something, but simply by buying a nice notebook, and then you simply write each day, or you can do that and at night before the next day, you write basically those things that you're going to do the next day, as well as some different kinds of reminder and task list and so on. And of course, this is all part of those tools that we will explain properly. It will simply be too long for this video if we have to go into the details. The planner system simply helps you to track your daily life and incorporate your study and other activities in your life. The planner includes studies, personal development, work, motivational exercises, task lists, reminders, as well as schedules. And you can change the schedule on a regular basis as you need to. This is one of those things that is, you have to be flexible in terms of schedule, because things change, and sometimes if you try to stick to a schedule, you sometimes fail, because there are too many things that can change, that it's better to change the schedule rather than to change the things that's around it. But as I said, this is something that you will learn how to deal with in the most effective way. The step 3 is build positive resources into your day. This step includes key training on how to elevate your success through building faith and science-based positive psychology into your day. Because the things that are very, very important, and that I will talk about more, of course, is the psychological aspects or mental aspects of our daily life and our studies and how we plan ahead and how we proceed in life. 9 out of 10 times it's a psychological situation or psychological makeup that makes things to fail. rather than, oh, you don't have the ability. Often you do have the ability, but you just can't really make it happen. You can visualize it, but you can't, put it into a practical aspect of your life. As well as we also focus on, and this is all science-based, by the way. This is one of those people that we rely on for proper background in psychology is Jordan B. Peterson, who have published several books and given many lectures, and some are of course available online, and all our students will have access to that clearly. So this is one thing that we go into, and one of the things we want to do is that we want to optimize your character strengths and give you a way to become more confident, to build resilience, to let go of doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs, which is often what keeps us back. We also help you to find inspiration, joy, love, and nurture self-esteem, confidence, resilience, and build meaning and joy into your life. A happier, more confident, more connected version of yourself, as you wish it to be, is a you who can better achieve goals. Because more satisfaction in your life, more sense of achievements can lead to better success in further achievement in life. And this is something that is, as the cliche term, a win-win. Okay. Step 4, we elevate productivity without the burnout. This includes simple but powerful productivity training that will help you focus, achieve more faster without burning out. And we help you to not run around in circles, but to be more focused with the right techniques to organize everything. You manage your day, you organize your time, you assess what is and isn't important through the lens of your ultimate purpose, because you have to look at the now, at the future at the same time to plan out and make sure that you follow the best path to your success. And of course, your vision to elevate your result and boost your success is one of the major issues here. Step 5 is positive, and by the way, we are not saying that you have to do this step 1, you finish with that, then you do step 2. No, it's simply that as they enter into part of the training, because the studies are integrated, so it's not like you're learning one thing and then you go to the next thing. It's coming more like a parallel. Each subject is more parallel, where it's more bite sizes of knowledge and skills, and then the psychological studies are mixed in with everything. So we can look at everything, even such a thing as your diet, for example, which is one of the subjects, where you will see how your diet and your mental health can be connected. How you can, through choosing certain items in your diet, you can, if you feel depressed, you can, alleviate that to improve your mood. There are many foods that improves moods. Doesn't mean that you, of course, have to eat dairy ice cream 2 times a day because that makes you happy, but simply to choose the right choices, but at the same time to get the optimum result. And a healthy mind in a healthy body can, of course, give you a healthy outcome in life, and we all know that already. So we, through these science-based wellness strategies, including training such as breathing, meditation, even sleep, because that's another, you can sleep too little, but you can also sleep too much. It can have a negative effect both ways, and nutrition, and of course movement, meaning physical exercise and stress management. You learn how to manage your energy, reduce and limit stress, and ultimately take care of yourself. More health and more energy result in the ability to do the things that are truly important to you. So we are basically increasing your abilities on physical, mental, and spiritual level. So, how much does it cost? For only $10 a month, and if you pay for a year, it's just $100 for the whole year. So you basically save 2 months, and you actually get per month you get 17 30-minute lessons on video, and you get, for each lesson there is a PDF. Some of them are maybe 1 or 2 pages, some of them can be a little bit more depending on what subject it is, and as well as a monthly live session, which is where we pick up for the whole month what we feel there is a need to remind and explain, as well as the Q&A afterwards, where all the students will have an opportunity to ask questions directly. The curriculum or syllabus, however you like to call it, it consists of 30 lessons, which is mainly dietary, but in this dietary we also have nutrition involved, and some natural medicine as well, some things that are easy to apply in your daily life. We have the 24 lessons that is basically based on the 24 rules of life. We have 10 lessons of personality development, which is based on the 5 personality that is recognized, and each of those personality have 2 main traits. So you will basically take an online test to kind of put yourself in the place that you feel is most precisely your psychological makeup, and from there we direct the correct information to you, so you know, because everybody is having a different, you can say that you can divide people in psychologically into 10 groups, and what fits for one person might not fit for somebody else. So therefore, if you are an extrovert, for example, we will give you some tips on how to improve in terms of improving your life. And if you are an introvert or somebody who is on the neuroticism level, we will find a way that, or we will tell you a way that you can improve from that point of view, because what works for one will definitely not work for another. So everything is integrated, obviously. Then we have the 48 parenting lessons, and yes, there might be some students who don't have any children yet, but I would advise anybody to learn these 48 parenting lessons, because you might get children later on, and if you wait until you get children, then you want to learn how to be a parent, you're not prepared, and that means that you will maybe make mistakes that could be avoided if you had more knowledge about how to raise. Because if you are a parent, you could say that it even starts before the childbirth happens. You prepare yourself. Then we have 24 lessons of how to deal with health issues and healthy home, because our home, the location, what kind of building materials, what kind of furniture, all these kind of things, it might seem not logical for people to have to make the right choices, but there is a lot of things that we can do to improve our health on that side. Then we have 100 lessons of home management, simplifying, decluttering, organizing, and productivity. And by the way, as I said before, all of these are based on lessons we have taught before, individually as a subject, But we take that and we know what was successful from those lessons, and then we adapt it to this new system that will integrate everything to be more effective. We also have 48 lessons of urban sustainability, which of course is including how to grow your own food. If you live in a city, you can grow your own food. It's not impossible, but it's not just that. It's also how to be more energy friendly, how to be more practical in terms of environmental safety. There's a lot of different things involved with that. It's not just how to grow tomatoes in your balcony. Okay, and of course there are people who live in a house with a garden in the city, so they even have more advantage. Then we have the 24 lessons hard work living, which is based on our program we had running, which is hard work living, heart as a heart, not hard, okay, work living, where you are adapting your life to increase the happiness in your life. It might seem like something that you would want to include when we're talking about the psychological work, the 24 rules and so on, but it is specific, and it's something that should be not separated from the others, because it is of course still integrated, but it is still something that needs to be brought up, and it's something that we have very good feedback from our students who have taken these courses. We also have 52 lessons that we call 365 Reinvent Your Beauty, and maybe the men who want to join the program, they are not really concerned with their beauty, but the fact is today we know that even as a man, it's good to consider how you look, how you present yourself. So it's not just about how to use makeup, because of course most men wouldn't choose to use makeup, but also how to present yourself in a way, especially if you're out in the job market, if you're studying in universities or teaching in universities, or basically in a management position or in an administration position where you're dealing with people, or service industry, for example. You can really do a lot by knowing how to improve yourself in terms of your appearance, but also how you present yourself from the inwardly. Then we got 12 lessons, Raising Healthy Kids, which is specific information on how to deal with children, and we have many requests for this kind of information, because this is a difficult part as being a parent, with all the temptations in terms of eating junk food and candy and whatnot, that we have very healthy options for children, that the parents can know how to, how can you say, rewire their wants in terms of what they eat, so they can be eating healthier but still eating delicious. And the last one is the 15 self-authoring lessons. And there we go through, and when I'm saying these one by one, I'm not saying that you will start with the one I mentioned first and you will end with these are all starting about the same time and then running in small pieces over 2 years. So the self-authoring lessons are specific, where you learn through these lessons how to create your own future biography, you could call it. And of course it's also very tightly connected with the psychological, the applied psychological studies. We have a total of 387 lessons that are all about 30 minutes. Some might be a little bit more and some might be a little bit less, but approximately. So that's a lot of lessons. But it basically is approximately 3.5 lessons per week. You would calculate it, less than 4 lessons per week. So every 2 days approximately you will have a lesson to do. And of course, some of them are practical things that you have to apply in your life. So that is why it is important that the lessons are not big, and that it's you understand how to apply it and how to evolve in terms of how you look at things. The key point of this method of teaching is that all the subjects are integrated with each other and therefore will support each other in your progress of applying the knowledge in your life. The classes are taught in Google Classroom with a weekly module, 4 modules, meaning 4 30-minute videos, as well as a PDF for each lesson. And then we have a monthly live session in Zoom. We have Zoom meeting, and we have approximately a limit of about 200 per meeting. So that means that you don't have to worry about if we happen to have 1,000 people signing up for this course, that you will be like one of 1,000 people attending the Zoom meeting. That is not a problem, because we have a limit on 200 people. So therefore we will make 5 meetings if we had 1,000, and so on and so forth. This session, by the way, will be saved and available for those who didn't manage to attend the live meeting. And in our previous experience, when we make these live sessions, if you have 100 people in a course, usually it's somewhere between 25 to 50 people who end up actually seeing the live session. So you don't have to worry too much about whether you can actually end up not being able to ask a question live. Besides this, we have a bonus. We have breathing and meditation lectures, and as well as for those who are interested, we have lectures in Tasawwuf, which is of course a spiritual instructions. And if you're not religious, then that's not a problem. You can just do whatever you need to do. It is not, to be able to join this course, it is not a condition that you are religious or that you have any specific religion. If you are religious, it can be used for anybody, because we are human beings, and we all have need to develop in the most positive way and to be effective in our life. So anyway, if you think this is good fit for you and you plan to make more out of your life and you want to join us, please click the link below to go to the sign up page. We'll make sure that there is a link for you. And we also have a website, we have Instagram, a YouTube channel, and well, you might be watching on the YouTube channel this video anyway. So, and also if you think that you like this program, maybe you can share the links on your social media and tell your friends and family about it, and maybe they can also get some of these benefits. So I hope to see you in a class one day. Until then, stay positive.